2 live stream episode. Earlier this morning, around I think it was like 7, I was live streaming just because the weather was like really crazy. It was really windy, and this would be like the regular schedule that we have, and it was windy. Some of my friends could not fly out because it's not safe for planes to land or to fly out of the airport. So it's a little bit calmer today, or this time, but earlier it was like really crazy, like that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you the lake and see what's happening, because earlier on the earlier version, I could not go into the lake because it was extremely windy and it could really push me over. And like I said, we don't gamble with our lives here with unnecessary risk. So remember, the nearest hospital here is about 300 kilometers, which is about 3 hours by car. So worst case scenario, if it's really nasty, you have to be, the helicopter, by the way, cannot fly on this kinds of conditions, so not really very smart to be reckless today. So again, Royce from Sweden, here in northern, Lapland, here. This is the story of a guy who wants to live here and have already decided to move here. Ideally as soon as possible, but the problem is that moving here, I need to fix my driver's license, because you see this parking lot, most of these people live an average about 40 kilometers away, and nobody walks to work, and nobody bikes to work here. Homes are not close to each other as well, so not really ideal, not really pedestrian friendly, but we're going to fix that very soon. Okay, so hi again, welcome to northern Sweden. This is the story of a guy who's now about almost 8 years now, and I've lived in Europe since 1996 or thereabouts. Now the story goes is that I'm looking for somewhere that I feel belong to, and I always have this like what we call northern calling. It's like some people like to go to live in the desert, some people like to live in the jungle, some into some tropical island. Well, that's really nice, but for me this is my paradise, and this is like a nice place for me, really. Well, not exactly this one. This is already like owned by the hotel, so I'm guessing it's about 100 hectares or 200-acre property. Very nice, but then again, it's already very owned. So I made a mistake of going to work when it's not my job. It's not my schedule for today. The reason being is that the schedule that I have, oh God, look at that. The state schedule I got, they changed it from the schedule that is like updated. So I'm very sure I'm working tomorrow, but not today. Today is Saturday, March 8th, I think. And right now, we're doing the... Okay, I'm not making this up. This is not CGI or AI, but this is northern weather for you. Okay, we cannot stay here long because my pants are not the right kind of pants. So, oh God, the snow crystals are really, oh God. Sam is very windy. Expect flying reindeers and rolling moose all over the place. Okay, this is probably like the slowest wind speeds that one can have before getting into trouble. So that's George. I named this sculpture of a reindeer, pretty much the same size of a live reindeer, but that legs are not original. Welcome to spring. Nordic style. Okay. That's Norway over there, further away of course. And this is where Russia is. I fight with my phone. Oh, no, this is not this place, but we need to experience this so we could have like proper orientation. Okay, right now in earlier vlogs yeah, I know. Yes, well, I'm sorry about the noise. It's something that we can change. I'm wearing my earphones. My phone's microphone. He did. Yes. Very windy. Spring day. Okay, so oh god, look at the wind. This is some weather. Let's come here. It's creating a dam of wind and it's blowing up snow. Okay, so that's part of the hotel, barbecue facilities. And just look at that. Okay, the wind kind of like stopped for a while. I hope you can see me. Yes, Bam, it's beautiful but dangerous as well. I hope you can hear me. I'm almost shouting. It's yes, very beautiful. Yes. Oh God, look at that. It's just a windy day here in northern Sweden. Another walk for you, only here from Royce from Sweden. Okay, don't forget of course to like, comment and subscribe if you can hear me, especially the subscribe part. Okay. again. Now the wind is pushing me forward because they're coming from the back. I'm walking home because I made the mistake of it is. Well, we'll see. No, I'll probably have to go home or not go home. Well, I don't know. There we go. Now it's a little bit calmer. Now, I'd like to thank again, shout out to Bam, Foxy, Spellman, Metric, and all of the guys that are only watching our YouTube videos. So thank you very much. Welcome back to the channel. And this is Royce from Sweden, greeting you from a very windy Saturday morning, only here in northern Sweden. No, not really northern Lapland. Lapland is already north. Okay, so look at that. Very nice. Wait, I have an idea. Let's go back to the lake. No, what's the plan? Probably have to go back to the house, grab some lunch, and then work on something on the editing on the computer. Okay. Sometimes I have to hold the with my two hands because the wind is so fast, or at least too strong. You see, things like this. There we go. There we go again. If you guys ever have difficulty hearing me this morning or earlier, it was really windy. It's about, according to the app, it's about 32 kilometers per hour. Not bad, but the weather's great. It's kind of sunny and windy and a little bit bright. Okay, so just imagine that. I wish we could go to the lake, but not very safe. I cannot, how to say that? I'm very worried about hypothermia. So, not really. Yes, big shout out to Bam and Foxy. Foxy may be joining us a little bit later. Usually we do our live stream around 11 o'clock in the morning, Swedish time. But I have to show you this wind. Nobody waits for the weather. Just look at that. Very pretty. Welcome to northern Sweden. This is Royce from Sweden. And again, thank you very much for everyone who have already subscribed. If you haven't done so, please consider it. It will really be helpful. We're not really after a lot of subscribers. Just people, the same people with the same likes of, like, finding this beautiful, meaningful, and all of that thing. Because I do understand that not everyone loves this terrain, this kind of weather, this kind of life. But just wanted to let you know. But it's been a while since I saw my doctor, or the compounds doctor here. That's where my friend lives, and they're staying there. Oh gosh. Okay. And then this is everything. Very beautiful. Very windy on a Saturday morning, only here from Royce from Sweden. Okay, now we're doing the reverse. Usually it's like the walk to the hotel, which is that way, but we're walking this way now. So I need to get rest, because if I'm not mistaken, my schedule starting tomorrow until the end of March, it's like 2 weeks of work with only one day off, or 1 day off for the rest of the trip. So this would be like my second to the last free day, so I must make the best of it before, because the next time, hopefully by next year, I get to work here again. We'll see if that happens. Cross our fingers. But definitely I'll be back here in this parts, even though it's not a very touristy area, but it's something that I really like to. Not too much people. Actually, we're trying to, how do you say that? We're trying to avoid too much people. Not because I don't like them. It's just way better. I'm finishing a book. Actually, it's 2 books I'm writing at the same time, and then soundtrack for one of them, and then doing all of these things in blogs. And I figured that it would be cheaper, because I'll be just staying most of the time at home. It would be cheaper if I could find somewhere else to live that is, could we say, cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Way cheaper than staying in Stockholm, which is one of the most expensive cities in the world. In fact, Sweden is one of the most expensive countries to live, based on taxes and prices for supermarkets, labor and all of these things. So it's no joke to live here, but to keep cost low, living in this part is cheaper. But the biggest problem is, like I said, I need to fix my driving license debacle. Okay, so again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. Welcome to Lapland, the Swedish area of Lapland. Lapland is a country by the Sami people, Sami, who have been living here for centuries, or even 1,000 years or more. In fact, they are said to be the first people who are living in this part of Europe for like ever, ever. Okay, so they are here already before even the first Viking became a Viking. Oh God, I hope you guys can hear me now properly, or at least better, because the wind have died down. It's expected the wind is expected to be strong until say around 12. Now we have to walk back to where I'm living, and just like I said, this morning we have met Ian. Spellman was there. I knew Spellman might be showing up this weekend, because I just remember that he's quite young, and he might be at school during the weekdays. So again, hi, big shout to Spellman as well, Bam and Foxy, very consistent viewers. Really appreciate it. You deserve a medal. Woo! Okay, look at that view. Look at that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Yes. Look at. Oh God. Oh no. Let's try fixing it. Oh, you cannot see much though, and it hurts because the ice crystals are like hitting my face, and they're like small pebbles. So we need to be very careful. See, even if it's bright weather, you still have to wear this like high visibility jacket. Why? Because the dust and the roads are very slippery. So despite being, most of the cars here are new, modern, and all of those fancy braking things, even though they stop, they are still sliding. And just to avoid any problems, because if something happens to you, I'll put it this way, if happens to you here now, and you need urgent medical care, that's our helipad, this place. But I'm very sure it's not allowed to fly or even land. And to be brought to the nearest big hospital for something serious will take you 3 hours. So you need to be alive in 3 hours, for 3 hours. You know, staying alive for 3 hours. Oh, that sounds like a song. Staying alive, stay alive. See? So we only have a clinic here, which is like not really. Well, I think it's not really. It's more. Oh God! Look at that. There we go. Okay. So this would be starting to be fairly common when the seasons are changing, you know, from winter to spring. But don't expect this snow to melt immediately in a couple of weeks. It will be patchy snow, like alpine thing. Oh God, yeah. Pushing me back. Yeah, the road is getting smaller again because the ice is moving this way, and black ice and everything. So we have to walk very careful as well, and then hope that it's very hard to drive as well here because the wind is pushing you sideways depending on your location. Not very good as well. Okay, especially this kind of like small vans where they have like this big thing on their back, serves like a sail. Okay, so it pushes you, and if you're empty, meaning there's no cargo inside, that's even worse, you know, because you're lighter and then the wind can tip you over. So again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. This is the story of a guy who have decided to live here and been working as a salad chef that way, and now we're going home this way. And just 3 more important things to fix: driver's license, place to stay. A small 2-bedroom cabin would be nice because my daughter's going to join me. And then transportation, and at least about 5 months of work a year, so I could tide myself over, you know. It means basically that I'm trying to find work that would give me the means to live here comfortably for the entire year. Technically, I am saying that I need to work 5 solid months so I could have money for rent, utilities, and food, and keep me going for an entire year. That would have no luxuries of whatsoever. So, you know, that would be quite boring. It could be tight, but not that tight. So, basically what I'm saying is that I just need to work 5 months every year to be afford to live a year here in these parts. You can see, look at that. I wonder where all the animals are doing. Look at this one. Look at all of this snow is creeping. I have seen something similar like this in the desert in the UAE, but instead of snow, it's of course sand. And look at that. Look at the road. It's basically this one is moving, and it's trying to move across the road. And this is very hard for cars. So even if you're in the right of way, or you know, you try to, but the drivers would be really hard pressed to keep everyone safe. So here we are. This is where I am right now. Very beautiful day, very summery, very sunny. Just okay, that's windy. Feels like I'm in the movie Dune, you know, all of this like sand stuff, or one of those like Star Wars movies that has lots of ice. And you see, there's even like small hurricanes, you know. Oh look at the road. So a lot of people would not find this attractive or something, but for me, it's not. I cannot really complain about this place, weather-wise, people-wise, or because I moved to this place because I like it. It's not like, well, I live in Sweden, but it's shitty, it's crappy, it's yucky, it's dark, it's cold. Well, I have newsflash for you. It's always been cold. It was always depressing. It has always the same kind of weather for like thousands of years. It was in the brochure. So if you move to a place, not necessarily in Sweden, stop comparing it from where we came from. Because, what's the sense? It's like I said before, I always make this analogy of like, if you want sushi, don't go to an Indian store or an Italian restaurant looking for sushi. Okay, another rant coming up. Okay, but look at the view, guys. This is like, this is something else. I wonder how the wild animals go. I'm pretty sure they're hiding in the forest where there's less wind. And probably they're sitting down somewhere with shelter to prevent them also from losing body heat. Because, getting energy here by means of eating is very hard during this part. And we are really in the home stretch for most animals here, because they have been not eating well for the last 5 months. Okay, so it's really very hard for them. Their fat reserves are getting thinner. Food is somewhat, they probably have eaten most of what is left. And so life here is very hard, to be honest. But this hardship, this hard environment actually makes you a better person. It creates characters and just like makes you strong, basically. Makes you very, very strong. Look at that. So this episode is dedicated to Pab from the Netherlands, Foxy, Spellman, and Metric. Yeah, I think Metric is from New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, Mabam is from the Netherlands. So that's the flower or ornamental plant. No, I think it's even vegetable capital also when it comes to bam. Our tomatoes here are grown in the Netherlands. So, I guess you would be at home here. So this is also my friend's house. I don't know. I hope the cat feeder, no, not cat feeder. The, what you call this? Bird feeders broken because of the wind. And then look at that view. Just look at it. Isn't that like picture perfect? It's like a scene from a movie. It's a scene from a movie here. Look at that. So again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. I hope you can hear me properly as I walk back home from like a snafu in work, because I have a schedule that says I'm working today, but they changed it and I didn't got the new paper, and I have to go to our place of work for nothing. Well, I took some breakfast though. And there we go. Actually, that small little thing, according to my friend who lives here, is actually the water pump to get water. There we go. Yes. Okay. Oh no, that's the guy that's like plowing the snow. Good thing is I hope it's not, how to say that, oh well, it's not working, it's not plowing now. So to go home. See, people recognize me. I'm the only YouTuber around these parts. And I have to let you know that being a YouTuber here is no big deal for local people. You cannot really impress them. Even if, let's say, for example, just for the sake of argument, I have like 100 million subscribers, they're probably going to say, bro, which is like for good. And then they go on their way. It's not that they're snobbish or doesn't know what it means. It's just like here in Sweden, being popular or being recognized is not really that big of a deal. People are just, put it this way, very simple, very down to earth, and wearing really luxurious things, not really very impressive to most people here. I mean, really, like, not impressive. They're not impressed. Well, not this shoe. I have a shoe that's like quite pricey, but they admire it not because of the price, but it's because of the quality of the shoe. Of course, you have to pay for good quality. There's a difference between paying for good quality and rather than paying for a brand and for trademarks and everything. So here, people walk daily regardless of the weather. So if you think that I'm in a way crazy walking in this kind of weather, for real Swedish people, even in the cities, even if they're like 70 years old, they will be walking snow, sleet, rain, not really floods, I guess. No volcanic eruptions here, no volcanoes in this part of the world. But you know what I mean. So that car, if he's or she is Swedish, it would be perfectly normal for him to see someone walking here in this part of the neck of the woods. Yes. So this is how life in Sweden is. It's I mean, this is not me, really. Even if I'm a millionaire, really rich, or an owner of a very famous tech company or everything, most likely, if they're really like Swedish mentality, they would be doing the same thing. Probably even say wearing the same clothes. And in other countries that I know, if you're quite well off, you would have always like a minion, maybe all of this, like bodyguards or whatsoever. But here life is way simpler. Sometimes it feels cruel because it's too simple. But then again, like I said, I chose to with it. Oh, look at that weather. This is nice because the sun is out and then we can see everything. So this one looks really nice. Although I don't really like watching my videos. But they actually look nice because of the sun, and it really looks like. That's why, if you're wondering why I'm not showing my face most of the time or all of the time, is because the star of the show, the star of the blog, is this place, not me. I'm just like really a messenger. That sounds really cheesy. I'm just a messenger. No, not really. But it's just, come on. Just look at the view. I mean, yeah, sure. For younger people, this is extremely boring. You might be already falling asleep now. But, in a way, I don't really care because this is the life that I chose. And I don't mean to be, how to say that, to be mean or something, but just like I said, this is the way of life that I want to live. So we're going this way, and finally check where this road leads before because I'm already near home, and we'll do this. Oh God. One of the drawbacks of having a colder weather is that you will always have runny nose. You cannot really make it stop. I kid you not. So, I know some people find it like yucky or everything, but it's something that I cannot really help it every now and then. So it doesn't mean that I'm a pig or not neat, but it's just way, 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 way normal. So again, welcome to Northern Sweden. My name is Royce from Sweden. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially the subscribe and the commenting, because I really like to hear from you. Just like with Bam, who is like almost a regular viewer. I think almost every day she's trying to watch it, and I really appreciate it. Oh, look at that. These are deer. No, these are most likely one of those rogue reindeers. Reindeers have roundish tracks. The reason for that is that their hooves. Oh no, wait. Well, most likely they're reindeer or 50-50 deer. Could be a deer with like really big hooves or something. So we have not been in this part of it's my first time to explore this road. We usually passed it, but like I said, this is my second to the last off at work before I go home temporarily. First to have my new glasses fixed. Get my new glasses. So all of these measurements and everything. And then what else? What do you call this? It's wait, I run out of. So get new glasses. Have them check my eyes and everything, and because look, I don't want to miss this one. Look at the. So then try to sort out my Swedish language course. That's very important. And then get the student driver's license. That's also very important. Oh yeah, now I just remembered. Apart from having my eyes checked for getting a Swedish driver's license, I need another test to bring to the Trafiksverket, which is like the DMV for Sweden, and get a driver's license, and then we go on moving. Okay, this is something new. Okay, we're now approaching the lake, and again we see this sign. Oh God, that hurts. The small ice hitting your face is like being like small stones hitting your face. Okay, so when you see these things here in Sweden, it is strongly suggested you follow it. Okay. Those signs are not there just to be funny, or scare people. This is not the place. How do you say that? Swedish people don't gamble with their lives. So we're almost home. You see that? There's a shortcut here, supposed to be, but I'm not going to risk it because they took away the marked trail now. Because this lake, part of the lake, let's come closer. Uh-oh, not really. This part of the lake, wait, let's see if we can do this. Okay, we're going higher. Let's see. Do some mountaineering skills. Yes, there we go. Oh, We cannot do that. We don't want to sink. But guys, just look at this view. Again, thank you very much for everyone who's watching me right now, even before and in the future. If you happen to stumble upon my videos, I really, oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, that's something you don't see every day. Okay. Oh, look at that. Usually I could walk in the lake because that tree line on the left, that's already where I used to start my journey going to the hotel this way. But they took out the ski pole, not ski poles, the poles that marks the trail, meaning that the ice here is no longer predictably thick for walking. Well, we're still on ground here we can tell because of the trees. Okay, but after that last pine tree over there, we are not going anywhere further because like I said, nobody knows that I'm here. Like I said, well, okay, I hope I don't get demonetized when I say some words that are not allowed to be said here. But guys, just wanted to let you know how crazy the weather, how windy it is, and good thing we're a little bit sheltered here. But just look at that ice. It's so nice. If it was like really safe to walk there, I will be walking it for you, but not really for today. Not really in this lifetime. Remember, our goal is to live here, not die here. Okay, there's a huge difference. Okay, so you can see how deep is the snow in this parts. So that's about like 20 centimeters deep. All right, there we go. So if you're not used to this kind of like terrain, don't explore without a buddy that is more or less knowledgeable or has experience in these parts, because it's not really safe to do this if you're not really aware of what you're doing. So that's the hydroelectric power plant. It's one of many in Sweden that harness hydroelectric power from this lake that goes there. There's the bridge, the railroad bridge, and another bridge there. That's where we used to film. I hope to film that bird again, because the last time I went there, I didn't brought my tripod, which is like a real bummer, because of course when you're doing nature cinematography, you need to have steady hands or steady shots. Oh God, look. But I was really not well, I don't know. I wanted to bring the tripod and not to bring it because it's kind of heavy as well. Maybe I was too lazy during that time. Oh God, but just look at that place. It's really beautiful. Again, you know, the star of the vlog is not me, but Mother Nature itself. It just so happened that this Mother Nature is located here in northern Sweden. Okay, that's the village of Slognäs. Slognäs, Slaggaa with an O on top and then S. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Now we have to walk back. Ideally, we should walk where I used to step, because that's already a sure ball that it's somehow safe and we're not going to sink anymore. So there we go. Yes. Also, for the record, I'm wearing the wrong kind of shoes for this kind of adventure, but you know, like I said, I I was following the wrong schedule because they updated on paper, and the one that I brought home was a relatively older one that said that I was supposed to be working on the weekends, but I'm not. Anyway, let's go forward. Let's head back to the cabin, get some lunch, and then we'll go back. No, not really go back. Rest, and oh God, this is the worst part of the day. I'm going to wait for the entire day to. I cannot take a nap in the afternoon because it will prevent me from having a good night rest. And tomorrow it's going to be a really long day because I will start working at 9 in the morning and finish at 10 in the evening. Okay, and although it's not really like breaking work, but it's really, just the long hours is really tiring. Plus, most of the time we're standing. Maybe from 9 to 10, I'll be only sitting maybe just under an hour. But, the people that I work with, they're really nice. In fact, it's like one of those things that rarely happens, is that you work with people that are, everybody likes each other, or everybody gets each other. You see those things? Those are moss that are growing on top of the evergreens. You have to remember, evergreens are an older type of plant. The modern plants are the ones that sheds their leaves during autumn. And those plants on the base of the tree, like that one, those are berries. Yoo-hoo! Really long time, Bam. Really long time to stand up. But put it this way, it's worth it. Oh yeah, everybody now in Sweden is a little bit happier because a couple of days ago, the Skatteverket, or the tax office here, have sent us, almost everyone in Sweden, especially those who have worked last year, tax refund. Yay! So some people that I know got around a tax refund of about 3,000 euros or more or something. I didn't got a lot because last year I was sick, so I didn't work for most part of the year. So that's bummer. I was not on benefits if you're thinking about that. I took care of my own self. Oh, okay, broken tree. See? Let's see. Okay, that part is the one that's broken. Okay. Okay. This is not too bad for this tree. It's bent. It's there. You see, they're starting to have buds right there. Yeah, those are buds for spring. Okay. So everybody now is quite happy because, on average, tax refund is almost like working for an entire month in Sweden. Gross, not net. Net, not gross. The other way around. So people are happy. This tax refund will be returned to your bank account, or to our bank account, by sometime April. Okay, so we got this letter showing us this computation that this is how your tax refund was calculated and how they arrived to such amount. And if you think the calculations are wrong, please do this and do that. There's a link, and they will more or less investigate. And to be honest, I have nothing against the tax people, but to be honest, it's more often than not, when you complain for a recalculation of your taxes, most of the time, weirdly, without any explanation, I cannot really explain this, but weirdly, most of the people that I have encountered, it never happened to me, by the way, is that you tend to get charged for more. So it means that, they would arrive to a conclusion that the refund that you're getting is bigger than expected. And so instead of getting more, you're actually getting less. And most people's intentions of having a recalculation of their tax returns or tax refunds is because they are hoping to get bigger. But most of the time it's different. Oh God. Let's see. There we go. We're still walking. Walking and walking and walking. Lovely weather. Oi. See? Hey. You can tell because the car in front of me stopped, meaning that they're trying to avoid any how do you call this? Any accidents, because apparently there were two cars behind me, and they were like, being careful because this is like downhill, and I'm walking here, and technically I'm supposed to walk that way, but the views is better here. Yes, anyway, there's not a lot of people now driving because it's a Saturday. Anyway, back to again. So I know people that are supposed to get let's say 3,000 euros, but eventually got 2,700 euros because the tax office have to do their calculation at your request. And weirdly, more often than not, again, it might be a coincidence, but it's usually they would arrive to a higher tax bill. Hence, you're getting less money than you already has. So put it this way, whatever I got now, well, I would not risk it to have a recalculation. No, sir. I would not. Well, I'm not really fond of like discussing actual details when it comes to money because it's not really a thing for me. But the reason why I'm telling you these things is it's like moral of the story. So sometimes, it's a tax refund. It's consider it like a good deal that you got something in return. Remember, we pay 35% or more depending on your situation. You pay 35% or more of your, even 45% of your income is eaten by taxes. So no complaining here. But in fairness, the Swedish government and the Swedish system, well, they're one of the few countries or few governments in the world, despite being quite unpopular lately, it still works. Works as it's intended to. Okay, so we are here at the last stretch of our walk before my cabin here. So just look how beautiful this place. It would not be safe to go. I am very tempted to go to the bridge, but it's not really safe to be there right now with all of this wind and everything. And like I said, nobody will save me or notice me if I'm missing until tomorrow. So not really like a good day to die. Not planning to die. So just look at this, guys. Beautiful place. Just beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, you could actually walk in the middle, but it's really irresponsible. Even if there are no cars, just not a very Swedish thing. you stay where you're supposed to stay. I know for some people this is really like, you guys are so square or things like that. But you know what? Uh, Even if you think the people here are square, including me, uh, this is one of those few places in the earth that are still insisting that the people don't steal from each other. They they're not they're not they don't think bad about their neighbors, and they still follow the rules, not because they are not thinking for themselves, but they know it's for the good of everyone. You know, you might be very individualistic, or you could be, how to say that, you want all of these kinds of freedoms, but to have this freedom, it comes with a price. To be honest, it comes with a price. Nothing is for free. Guys, like, the guy that's keeping this road passable, well, we have to pay for them because he's working for it. It's fair and square. So again, that's one of the things that you have to consider if you are planning to move to a country that belongs to Scandinavia. And then pretty much in most European countries, there's a certain level of similarities when it comes to what we call the common good. The people, despite not liking the taxation and all of these things, it's completely essential. There's a lot of countries that people don't pay tax, but guess what? Everything is, toot, 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 toot. I cannot say the words because we're not allowed to. So we just, like I said, those two cars pass by. We don't really take videos of them, even in normal situations, because a lot of people don't appreciate being filmed. Okay, especially here in Scandinavia. So it's just, most of you have seen Mercedes cars, BMWs, and all of these things. So not really necessary to how to say that, to show. Come on, most of you have seen a Caravelle, a BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Fiat, Seat, what else, Skoda, all of these things. So we try to avoid that because like I said, we have to respect other people's lives and privacy. Almost there. Almost there. Wait for that. Yes, Pam, it's so beautiful here. Look, I wish you could. Well, I don't think it would be very nice for the farmers in the Netherlands to have this kind of weather by March. But Bam, if you have the chance, visit Finland, Sweden, or Norway, Iceland, and Greenland for that matter. I don't think they have still snow even in Stockholm. There's no more snow. So Denmark is one of the only Scandinavian countries that doesn't have a lot of snow. So maybe, just maybe, that Denmark is the warmest Scandinavian country. That could probably be sensible. So look at this, and the sun is coming out again. I can see my place now. Okay, so after changing clothes, going to microwave something in the freezer. Because you know what, when you're cooking all day or preparing food all day, the last thing that you would like to do at home is to cook again. Yeah, it's kind of true. It's like well, not really looking forward to cook again, because not really my thing, not anymore, especially if you're off. So that's where I'm staying. It's a good view now. Okay, so howdy. Wait. See, you cannot really do this every day in the middle of the road. And you know what? It's so slippery. If the how to say that? If the wind was strong enough, they could push me, and I could be like skating like this. See, the wind is kind of. Oh, this is really. Yeah, look, it's very slippery. But you know, that's life here. Now, I'm going to show you the other side of where we are, so you will have an idea that this walk should have been way shorter. But you know, we have to be safe. I know it sounds really square, but you know, we don't gamble with our lives. I will not gamble with your lives as well. So wait, today the Netherlands 18 degrees. My goodness, today is about 2 degrees here. So all of this ice underneath is starting to melt. It doesn't just look like it's how do you say that? It doesn't look it's melting, but for those who have been watching the vlog, it got thinner. It subsided a lot, because the bottommost part is the one that first melts, not on the top. You know, it's kind of weird to explain, but that's how it works. So the melting is the one under. Even in glaciers do that. It's like they're sweating under, not over. Okay, so we keep on walking. Okay, that's black ice. That's not nice. Try to avoid that. Black ice. Oh no. This way. The neighbor's going. Well, see, we're supposed to walk there, but we're blocked by a lot of powdery snow. Okay, and oh god, look at that. Okay, Pam, this is your 18 degrees in the summer. Yes, I have to shout because you might not be hearing me, and if it's too loud, I have to apologize. I have no chance of like monitoring my sound because I'm wearing earplugs. I mean, one of those like Bluetooth Okay, my neighbor is gone. This is his house. Yeah, very nice. Kind of like, I like it because it's kind of big. It's enough for a couple of cats, me and my daughters. That would be nice. Since that he's not here because his van is not, we could just go here. Even though he's here, technically I'm allowed under Swedish law to be around here, but you know. Okay, I'm thinking that the cell site for my phone company is this way, because whenever I go on this lower part, I lose signal, but there's a cell site there. So by deduction, I guess you know, the mobile signal is being blocked by this house, and we go this way. That's his shed. That's his old car, which I'm assuming is hopefully still working. I might buy that. That's where I live right now. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry about losing connections and everything, because every time I go to a certain part of this property, my phone signal disappears. But anyway, just to let you know, Pam, Foxy, Spellman, Metric, and the rest of you guys who are watching, really, really grateful. Thank you very much. I need to go inside and, get something warm because it's no longer safe. Okay, so thank you very much for Northern Sweden. Thank you very much. Till next time. Thank you very much. Bye.